Just before arriving to the operation room, she yelled, "Oh God, let this child live. I will make him a missionary." And she was in fear that they were going to cut in her. She was also in fear to lose the birth, and the way she called it always, a gift of God. A naive woman, very strong, pious, intelligent, yet in those times when you were having children, you could not work anymore. You had to stay home. The man had to provide the work. So she wasn't schooled too much, but she was an intelligent, naive, strong mother. Her father and mother coming from farmers. And they had struggled there. Struggled of the absence of the mother who become schizophrenic. The father rose these kids all alone. Now there she was, the mother, with this very strong belief in God. Very pious, saying this, invocating this. All these things came together. In the cold of the hole I was born, through a force unknown to her or anybody, because of the circumstances. Possibly many more children will be born like that, in very extreme conditions, maybe even more extremes. But what is karma? What is destiny? I don't know. And at that moment, I was just a little bit of nothing. Purple because I almost suffocated. Cold because it was the whole way. And invocated by my mother. So strongly, like tattooing on my soul, right over there, without me having a reference of whatever was going on. I was a piece of nothing. And that's the way I started my life. I barely survived over there. And yeah, I can't really remember what was happening, but my mother has been telling me. Because I am one of the identical twins. But I've always had a hang for something else, for something more, something deeper, mystic, something strange. At the age of 12, I was already into psychology, into Hinduism, into Buddhism, esoteric disciplines. I remember at the age of 4, I had this moment of an epiphany. Like it made me stop. A child of 4 made me stop completely. I just saw light. Light. And what is this? It overwhelms you. You are not thinking. You are just in the light. What is it? I don't know. But it is one thing I remember so closely. When I was 7 years, I remember we were playing on a pasture in the snow, together with my friends, making a sort of igloo. You know, whatever you think of an igloo when you're 7, at the age of 7, it is all an igloo. It's exactly the way it needs to be done. So there we were. And all my friends went home, but I stayed. And this rosy feeling made me sit just down. Hours later, my parents, my brothers, began looking for me because I wasn't home. I normally used to go a lot outside and play outside in the forest, making cabins like Uncle Tom and playing Tarzan and all that. And now in the snow, I love the snow. I went there, but this time it just too long. They were worried. They found me already sleeping for quite some time. When they woke me up, I didn't want to wake up. I was just there and a feeling. It's called the white death, because you can doze off, get into hypothermia, and then get into the coma, and then the rest is done. I mean, it's irreversible if there is no external heat source.